The following program is sponsored by Adrian Graphics.
Oh, yeah. This is the Project Grow radio show, a passionate millennials perspective and advice on faith, marketing, leadership, and technology. In a world that's quickly advancing, we bring you exciting interviews from today's top entrepreneurs and leaders, fueling your growth in life and business. And now your host and fellow believer in business, Adrian Boycell.
Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody. This is Adrian Boycell with the Project Grow radio show. Just really excited to be here today and just have an exciting show ahead of us. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, but just want to introduce you to the show and let you know who I am and kind of what I'm about. So my name is Adrian Boycell. I'm the owner and president of Adrian Graphics in Granite Bay, California. My specialty for the last decade, over a decade actually, has been graphic design, branding, and internet marketing. I specialize in lead generation and various different services, but I've had a long journey and been on other radio shows and just really excited to be here today. So just ready to kind of unleash everything I have and kind of talk to you about what the show is going to be about. So the first thing that this show is really about is faith. You know, I'm a huge believer. It's really part of who I am and what I do all day long, every single day, and really helping people that I come across on a day-to-day basis and really being passionate about what I do and what God's called me to do. And so that's really a huge part of this show. And we're also going to be talking about business strategies, marketing strategies. We'll be talking about technology, leadership, you know, what it means to be a leader, and just kind of share some of those things. So a little bit more about me. I started back in about 2005 as a club promoter, was doing nightlife and restaurant entertainment in the community and promoting bars and nightclubs, and just really built a name for myself and quickly realized after having to do a lot of flyer designs for myself that design was really an area of expertise that I had naturally, that my God-given gift to design and to draw and to do those really creative types of things was just something that I've had from a very young age. And, you know, even my stepmom at a really young age told me, you know, I don't know what you're going to do someday, but I know it's going to be on computers and I know it'll involve art. But this was, you know, very, very early on, about 7, 8 years old, before computers were really even a big thing. And she had told me that, and it really stuck with me. And so now here I am, years later. I'm running an internet marketing and branding company, and I got a whole team of people that, you know, I hope are listening to this show. And, you know, I had a printing company back in 2007 that I founded, and that really blew up quick. I went from 0 to 3,000 customers in like a 2.5-3 year period, and was able to help quite a few business owners in town really expand their brand, their name, their reputation. And I did really good work and was really passionate about the stuff I did. And I did a lot of that stuff really face-to-face right in front of them. I would design their flyers. I would design their business cards, their entire brand identity. And so as I started to do that, I learned that the marketing strategy and the content of what they were putting on these marketing materials was really so important. So I really dived into reading, bettering myself as a human being with self-help books and business books. And so I really started to learn the content marketing strategy of things, and ended up finding two mentors over the last 10 years that really helped me grow into the kind of the person that I've become today. One of those is a really great guy named Dighton Bradford, and he's got a marketing degree, he's got his master's degree, he's an attorney, and just has a really, really extensive background in marketing, strategic planning. And he took me under his wing, and for about 3 years straight, I worked side by side with him every day, learning everything that he would possibly tell me and all the knowledge that he would possibly pour into me. And so I ran, you know, California Printing, and worked alongside Bradford and ended up selling that company and decided, you know, it's time for me to take a little break. So I took some time off and decided, okay, what am I going to do now? And really the graphic design business and marketing business was something I was really passionate about. And although I wasn't really into the printing thing so much anymore, I really knew that I had a talent and a gift for branding and marketing. And so I had gained a lot of knowledge through the reading, through the mentor that I had, and I started Adrian Graphics. And so Adrian Graphics was born. It's a marketing agency. I opened up my office in 2014 and just have really never looked back since. I've had a lot of ups and downs during that time, but it's just been a really, really exciting road. And so there's just a lot of things that I want to share with you guys on this show, and some knowledge and some of the mistakes that I've made and some of the, you know, the failures and really even some of the successes. I think those are really important too, you know, not to discount myself. So the name of the show, Project Grow, is actually really, really important to me. It's inspired by a church that's actually in downtown Sacramento called Project Church. And so I was praying on it for a few days when I first got the opportunity to do this show, thinking really deeply to myself and deep in prayer and in worship, and just wondering what I was going to call this show as it launched, and I had no clue of a name, and it kind of just came to me that the beginning of really this journey as far as taking it to the next level started with Project Church. And so the project name came to my mind, and what I'm trying to do with all the people that are listening to this show is help them grow in their life, grow in their business, grow in their faith. Whether you're a new believer or you've been a believer for a long time, I think it's really important to have a faith system in place because it really helps you get through those hard times and have something to hold on to. So that's kind of where the name came from, Project Grow. It's just a really sentimental thing. I'm no longer at Project Church. I really fulfilled my journey there, and God called me away to another place called Jesus Culture in Folsom, and so I've been there now and really enjoying the presence that they have there. But I still have a really, really warm place in my heart for Project Church in downtown. It's led by Caleb Cole and Chrissy Cole, who's actually going to be somebody I have on the show later on in the month. So she's going to be somebody I'm interviewing, and I'm really excited for that because she's really one of the most inspiring people I've met probably in my entire life. She's just so talented. So today I'm going to be interviewing one of my best friends in the world, Paul DiGiordano with Lounge of Life. He's a very close friend of mine. He owns a nonprofit organization in town that's aimed at really helping bring an alternative nightlife experience to Sacramento that isn't going to lead people down a destructive path of binge drinking and alcohol and drug abuse. So I'm really excited to interview him. He's here in the studio with me today. And so we're gonna get to it. Another person I want to say that it's really a big part of this show too is someone that really encouraged me early on, who's actually no longer with us. So I just want to give him a shout out. His name was Don Kwong. He really encouraged me and really connected with me at the very beginning of Project Church and made me feel really welcome as a person there and helped me grow as a person. I stayed in close contact with him, and unfortunately, early this year, he passed away of some health complications. But I know he's looking down on this show today, and he's proud of what we're doing. And we're going to use this as a platform to spread the word, spread truth, and spread some love throughout the community and in all aspects of life, from like our business, our careers, and just really stay in touch with who we are and what the meaning behind this show is. So that's what's really important to me. Earlier on in the year, in January, I actually got in contact with a client of mine that I had built a tax website for, and she's been I've been a long time fan of her, I should say. And her name is Ronnie Deutsch. She's got a radio show on another station and called the Ronnie Deutsch Radio Show. I built her website, created her brand, and just have really been on the journey with her as one of her featured experts on her show. And so after I got on the show, it wasn't too long after where I realized that, man, I want to use this show to someday get my own show. And little did I know that I would be here 11 months later with my own radio show. So it's just been an absolute blessing. God has opened up so many doors. It's pretty incredible. I just can't say enough for the things that he's done in my life and the people that he's brought. So, including my producer here that's in the studio and my good friend Ed Black. So there's just so much I can thank you guys for, and I'm just excited to get into this. So I even got this thing going on Facebook Live. You guys can check out my website, projectgrowradio.com. That's projectgrowradio.com. So one of the things that I'm really hip to is internet marketing. So we're going to talk about internet marketing, and we'll probably do that when we come back. But when we come back, I want to talk with Paul and just get his perspective on what he wants to do with Lounge of Life and what we're doing here. So thank you guys, and see you after the break. Hi, I'm Adrian Boycell with Adrian Graphics. Believe it or not, the internet is almost as complicated as a human body. The good thing is, I know the web like your doctor knows you. And just like your doctor, I genuinely care about you and your business. For it to succeed in 2018, you must know how to harness the internet. I've been working on the internet since its first inception and at a very young age. Whether it's an app, a website, or a landing page, or even an advertising campaign, I can help you achieve the results that you truly need. At the end of the day, it's all about return on investment. And the internet is such a crowded place. In order for you to stand out, you need to have a unique and special identity. I can not only help you create your special identity, but enhance it. And I will also help you harness the power of the internet to make you money. All you got to do is pick up the phone and dial me at 877-801-1991. That's 877-801-1991. Or visit our website at adriangraphics.com. I'm Adrian Boycell, and this is your Business Minute.
If you were to wake up tomorrow morning and your cell phone, your tablet, and your computer had all been hacked and you weren't able to get to any of your information, what would you do? Even the people that are powerful in our country, like the President of the United States, Donald Trump, are victims of being hacked, from election rigging to identity theft and all sorts of things. Over 20 million hacks happen per day to websites just in the United States. There are some simple techniques and tricks that I can tell you today that'll keep those things from happening, such as using a 6-digit PIN on your phone versus a 4-digit, and setting unique passwords for every single website that you use, making sure that the passwords are long and that they're not easy to remember. If they're easy to remember, they're easy to hack. There are even bugs that can shut down the entire power grid. So how susceptible do you think your information is to being hacked? Do you fall into those 1 of 20 million per day? Protecting your information from your website to your personal information to your credit history and everything that you have out there is so important. If you need help with doing that, I'm your guy. Go ahead and give me a call at Adrian Graphics, 916-905-0551. 916-905-0551. Again, 916-905-0551. I can help you out. All you got to do is give me a call at Adrian Graphics, 916-905-0551. You can also reach us on our website at adriangraphics.com. That's ADRIAN graphics.com. I'm Adrian Boycell, and this has been your Business Minute. Until next time, keep looking up.
I'm passionate about our future generations, and I believe that the current model of partying is a destructive dead-end road. That's why a year ago, I dedicated my life and my time to supporting Lounge of Life. It's a nonprofit organization with a mission to help young people from falling into the destructive lifestyle of the current partying scene. College binge drinking and drug abuse is a huge epidemic, causing more than 1,800 deaths per year and 97,000 cases of abuse. I believe this is truly a problem worth fighting for. We've started a fundraiser on GoFundMe to continue the progress and the efforts of our team to impact the community by providing education and what I feel is a much-needed alternative nightlife experience. So today, I'm asking all of my listeners for help. Go visit our GoFundMe campaign at gofundme.com/Lounge of Life. Make a generous donation, and I will announce all of the names of the top 25 donors. Again, that's gofundme.com/Lounge of Life. Thank you for your support.
In the car, it's Sacramento's Money 105.5 FM. And at work and the home office, listen to Money1055.biz.
Part of the Wall Street Business Network.
And we are back. This is the Project Grow radio show. And in studio, I have my good friend and fellow ministry man, Paul DiGiordano with Lounge of Life. Paul?
Yeah, Adrian. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I just want to say, first off, big ups to you on your Project Go radio show. Congratulations. Thanks, on man. That. This is amazing, man. And thank you. I just feel honored that I'm actually the first guest that you're having today, which is a very big honor to me. And so just thank you for having me on.
Absolutely, dude. So obviously, I give a lot of my time and even my money with the show or with your Lounge of Life, and it's just something that's really dear to my heart, and I really think that we do have a big epidemic in our country with, like they heard on the commercial just a few minutes ago, with 97,000 cases of abuse and over 1,800 deaths a year. Totally. It's a big issue. So let's open this up a little bit and talk about what you have going on with Lounge of Life and what this fundraiser is about and what Lounge of Life is about.
Yeah, so like you said, it's a huge epidemic. I mean, we got 75% of college students are binge drinking. And if we look at the faith, too, we have a lot of our high school seniors in the church, or high school students in general, when they graduate to go to college, there's actually a huge drop-off rate. 90% of them are actually falling away from the church. And it really is just based around this idea of young people going into these environments of college, the college atmosphere, and a lot of it has to do with partying, and a lot of them want to go out and have a good time, and there's really no environment for them to go into rather than what our society is providing. And a lot of these students get in environments that are just so overwhelming. Yep. And if they're kind of forced to the decision right away. Either A, I'm going to compromise, or B, I'm going to walk away. And a lot of them don't have the strength to walk away, and then what happens? Sin will take you further than you want to go, keep you longer than you want to stay, and cost you more than you're willing to pay. And so we just see what's currently happening in the faith and just even in society in general. And so we just want to fight this. And then, we are creating an alternative nightlife experience, launching Lounge of Life as a nonprofit restaurant lounge with a nightclub feel. Anytime you eat at the restaurant, actually goes back to meet local needs in the city. We're actually fundraising right now to launch an alternative experience for young kids where they can come that's pressure-free, drug-free, and where they can have a good time without feeling the pressures of what's currently going on in society. So really passionate about that, and then I'm sure we're going to jump a little bit into my story as well.
Yeah.
That goes along with that.
Well, as I said in the beginning of the show, I was a nightclub promoter just like you were back in the day, and over 10 years ago now, and promoting clubs and getting into that lifestyle ourselves. And I personally was affected by it. I know you were greatly affected by it, and it really brought us down some dark paths, and we ended up reconnecting again. I remember the last time I saw you before, we've been in constant contact was at Bayside Church, and kind of the afters is what it was called.
Yeah.
We've been friends now for a really, really long time, and so I think this is a really important cause, and I got your back all the way. So
man, we appreciate that.
Let's talk about how Lounge of Life came about, and really what the goal of the fundraiser is going to be.
Yeah, so how Lounge Life came about and the passion that's really birthed from it is like my own personal story. I grew up in the church. I was raised in a great Christian home, but my family divorced when I was 15 years old, going into my freshman year in high school. And during that time was just a really, really rough time for our family. And I actually fell away from the church during that time as well. And I fell into partying and drinking and drugs. And I tried every drug you could think of in high school, unfortunately, and then graduated high school and started making really good money at a young age, working for my father here locally. And that just kind of supported the lifestyle I was living. And got into the club scene and continued partying and was throwing a lot of college parties here in the region, and then got in the club scene as well, and just continued down this lifestyle of just drugs and partying and drinking. And at 25 years old, I was just in kind of in that place where it's like gaining the world but losing your soul.
Breaking point.
Yeah, and just was gaining the world in a lot of ways, but at the same time was just so depressed and so broken. And went up to Lake Tahoe at 25 years old. And was up there partying and was out at the club all night looking, and I was texting a drug dealer because my drug of choice at that time was cocaine. Was trying to find a drug dealer to hit me back, and nobody was hitting me back. And he finally texted me, and he said, "Hey, I don't have cocaine, but I actually have ecstasy. Would you like that?" And so ecstasy is just a synthetic drug. It's got like a lot of different drugs actually inside the pill. And I said, "Yeah, I'll take that." So I met up with the drug dealer. He had a bag of 200 ecstasy pills. I bought all of the pills. I was really intoxicated, pretty much really blacked out at that point. And we went back to the party at a hotel, and I took about 6 pills right away. Because with cocaine, it gives you an instant high really, really quick. And at that point, I was really, really intoxicated, and I was looking for an instant high.
Jeez.
So I took 6 pills right away. And then my buddy would come by every 15 minutes or so. He'd say, "Hey, Paul, I got something for you." And he'd throw a pill up in the air, and I kind of dance around like it was a game, and I'd catch it. I took about 50-something ecstasy pills that night going into the next day, and somehow made it through the weekend. Lucky I didn't end up in the hospital because, taking that many pills, you probably should be getting your
or dead.
Yeah, or dead. You should be getting your stomach pumped.
I heard a story when I was in high school about one person taking 1 pill and dying from it, and that scared me to never do it, and I never did it because of that.
Yeah, we got a video that we released, and there's a kid on there stuttering because he took 1 pill, and he just can't even talk normal anymore. And
wow.
it's serious. Sad. And I don't know how I took that many pills and was still alive. But
so how do we fix it?
Yeah, so we fix it by, right now, there's nothing out there for young people. I got saved, going to my story, I hit a rock bottom, and, I had a radical encounter with Christ, and it just changed everything for me. And he really showed me how a young generation is just being deceived week in and week out. And I was so lost. And if I was lost, that means the generation's lost. And so how I believe we can fight this and actually solve a problem is educating people, but then also providing them a solution. Most people are going out and educating, drug awareness, things like that, high schools, colleges, but then nobody's providing them an avenue. Nobody's providing them a safe place. And so we believe the salt to help solve this problem is actually providing these people, these kids, with a place where they can come. And in Lounge Life, that's what you'll have. An alternative, not an experience, matched with education as well. And I think that through those two things, we can help, a lot of kids from falling into this lifestyle. And then also I think we can reach a lot of kids as well, because we'll have a strong evangelical mission movement geared towards the college party scene, bar scene, and nightclub scene as well.
Yeah, that's huge. I think that's really, really important for this community. I know at a young age I wasn't into substances, I wasn't into that, but I loved to party. I've been, dancing's in my bones. My grandma was a professional flamenco dancer, and just dancing's just part of who I am, and I love music. I've always been into music, and so having a place to do that and that's safe and that doesn't have all the substances and peer pressures, that's definitely a huge need, I think, in the community. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it's just sad. Like, there's just so many kids that are just falling into this lifestyle. And I mean, I just heard of somebody give me a phone call yesterday and how another kid died. A good Christian kid that got wrapped up into the wrong things and started, using drugs and dead.
Wow.
And this affects everybody.
Yeah.
It affects our society, and it affects even good kids in the church. Good kids in the church, when they get off into the call, they finally get away from their families, and there's just so much peer pressure for them to engage in what society says is fun.
Yep.
Fun is oh, hey, how many pills can I take? How many shots can I have? And all of our music and everything's just coming at our young people, and there's just the pressure around it. So, we really feel like Lounge of Life can be a place where these kids can come that maybe don't see the means to ruining your life or destroying your life with drugs and alcohol. We see this as a place where they can come and have a good time. And then also we see it as a huge tool to be able to reach. I really feel like God is going to really reach a young generation. Like Paul the Apostle talks about being all things to all men, and we really believe we can meet a generation right where they're at. Yep,
that's huge. So we got the GoFundMe campaign that we built and launched, and that's going to be to raise, what, $250,000?
Yeah, we're raising $250,000, and we'll take $200 of that, put it towards our venue that we're looking to actually launch here in Midtown, and then we use $50,000 to do 4 concerts on the major college campuses here locally, so we can continue raising awareness around what's happening, and also give them an idea of what they'll experience at Lounge of Life. And so, we'll be doing 4 major concerts at the college campuses here locally as well.
Sweet. So what's the URL again for that?
So that's GoFundMe /Lounge of Life.
GoFundMe.com /Lounge of Life. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that'll be good. I think that's going to be really successful. I know a lot of the people that are listening to this show have kids that are going to be in that high school, college age, and they're probably directly seeing this same impact on their kids' lives, and this is an opportunity for them to step up. And the quote of the week that I have for the week is, "No one ever became poor by giving," and that's by Anne Frank. I think it's a really important quote, especially for today and what the topic is of the show. And I just think that this is a really, really important subject and a really important issue to tackle, and the only way we can do that is by giving.
Totally, yeah.
Yep.
Love that.
Heck yeah. So I've been donating about $500, and I want everybody on the show, all my listeners, if they can do the same thing and match my donation, that would be huge. That would make a massive difference. And as I said in my commercial, I'm going to actually announce the top 25 donors on the radio here over the next 2 months, and I'll be doing it on a regular basis. So the more donations that we get, the more people, the faster this dream is going to come alive, and this mission that you have and that we have, and all the people that are involved in this. I mean, you got a whole team and board of directors.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of manpower and a lot of heart and love going behind this in the community.
Yeah, and we need something like this out there. There's nothing like this right now.
Yeah.
There's no alternative, nothing out there like Lounge of Life, and we really need this. Families are getting, young people's lives are at stake every Friday and Saturday night, and it's time to provide a solution. It's time to get out here and make a difference and make change and reach people as well.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about the events that you've done. You've done like what's called Pure Fridays, right?
Yeah. So we launched a thing called Pure Fridays in Roseville. Actually, Bayside Church and Granite Bay campus, they donated a space to us when we first got started across the street there, and we launched a thing called Pure Fridays, and we're doing events every Friday night. We had tons of young people coming out, even people from all the way traveling from the Bay Area.
Wow.
So that was a time where we were kind of really just testing the model, seeing if there's actually people that would be interested in something like this, and it worked out really, really well. And then we actually started doing events. From there, we switched to go to downtown Sacramento, and we started doing some events there too, and that went really well. And over the last I'd say a little over a year, we've been building a team, really building a model that we could duplicate, because the vision was a lot bigger than just doing events.
Yeah.
And we've been building that team, building that model, and now we're launching back out to get a building and the funds needed for that building.
Nice. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about it when we get back. We're going to do an interview and with another person who's going to do a call-in, and we'll do that here just after the break. Thank you, guys.
From the Big Mountain Heating, Air, and Solar Traffic Center, Charlie Simons.
I-5 southbound accident blocking the shoulder at Richards Boulevard. It's backed up all the way to River Road coming out of Woodland, and you're really hitting the brakes just past Del Paso along the entire Capitol Corridor. It'll get better for you once you get past the 50 connector I-5 southbound we're talking about. Now, northbound in the Capitol Corridor slows down from 50 until you get past El Camino, but not nearly as bad as southbound. 50 heading westbound, starting at Watt Avenue, pretty slow and stop and go until you get to I-5. And 50 eastbound, right at Jefferson Boulevard, it's pretty stop and go until you get past 99. Something you want to tell us about? Lexus of Sacramento traffic tip line, 830-3077. I'm Charlie Simons.
Budget, abortion, markets, Congress, conservatives, Democrats, Donald Trump, the economy, energy, FCC, Google, GOP, healthcare, Hillary, immigration, John McCain, morning briefing, politics, Republicans, Rick Perry, Russia, Tea Party, Ted Cruz, RedState.com.
Home isn't just a place, it's a feeling. The feeling that you're safe to enjoy the things that matter most. ADT lets you take that feeling with you. Learn more at ADT.com. ADT. Home, safe home.
Fridays at 2. Lock it into Money 105.5 for the Rush Hour for Success. It's a show dedicated to your success, with information about what's going on in the community, reviews of places to visit around Sacramento, and of course, topics that involve experts in money strategies, business, real estate, and things that matter most in life. Join the watch star himself, Jim T. Chong. Get entertained, get educated, and get with the rush for success. Fridays at 2 on Money 105.5.
Hi, I'm Adrian Boycell with Adrian Graphics. Believe it or not, the internet is almost as complicated as a human body. The good thing is, I know the web like your doctor knows you. And just like your doctor, I genuinely care about you and your business. For it to succeed in 2018, you must know how to harness the internet. I've been working on the internet since its first inception and at a very young age. Whether it's an app, a website, or a landing page, or even an advertising campaign, I can help you achieve the results that you truly need. At the end of the day, it's all about return on investment. And the internet is such a crowded place, in order for you to stand out, you need to have a unique and special identity. I can not only help you create your special identity, but enhance it. And I will also help you harness the power of the internet to make you money. All you got to do is pick up the phone and dial me at 877-801-1991. That's 877-801-1991. Or visit our website at adriangraphics.com.
I'm Adrian Boycell, and this is your Business Minute. If you were to wake up tomorrow morning and your cell phone, your tablet, and your computer had all been hacked and you weren't able to get to any of your information, what would you do? Even the people that are powerful in our country, like the President of the United States, Donald Trump, are victims of being hacked, from election rigging to identity theft and all sorts of things. Over 20 million hacks happen per day to websites just in the United States. There are some simple techniques and tricks that I can tell you today that'll keep those things from happening, such as using a 6-digit PIN on your phone versus a 4-digit, and setting unique passwords for every single website that you use, making sure that the passwords are long and that they're not easy to remember. If they're easy to remember, they're easy to hack. There are even bugs that can shut down the entire power grid. So how susceptible do you think your information is to being hacked? Do you fall into those 1 of 20 million per day? Protecting your information from your website to your personal information to your credit history and everything that you have out there is so important. If you need help with doing that, I'm your guy. Go ahead and give me a call at Adrian Graphics, 916-905-0551. 916-905-0551. Again, 916-905-0551. I can help you out. All you got to do is give me a call at Adrian Graphics, 916-905-0551. You can also reach us on our website at adriangraphics.com. That's ADRIAN graphics.com. I'm Adrian Boycell, and this has been your Business Minute. Until next time, keep looking up.
Hi, I'm Adrian Boycell with Adrian Graphics. Believe it or not, the internet is almost as complicated as a human body. The good thing is, I know the web like your doctor knows you. And just like your doctor, I genuinely care about you and your business. For it to succeed in 2018, you must know how to harness the internet. I've been working on the internet since its first inception and at a very young age. Whether it's an app, a website, or a landing page, or even an advertising campaign, I can help you achieve the results that you truly need. At the end of the day, it's all about return on investment. And the internet is such a crowded place, in order for you to stand out, you need to have a unique and special identity. I can not only help you create your special identity, but enhance it. And I will also help you harness the power of the internet to make you money. All you got to do is pick up the phone and dial me at 877-801-1991. That's 877-801-1991. Or visit our website at adriangraphics.com.
Business Radio, Sacramento's Money 105.5 and Money1055.biz.
Part of the Wall Street Business Network.
Oh yeah, this is Adrian Boycell with the Project Grow Radio Show. I'm here in studio with my good friend and owner of Lounge of Life, Paul DiGiordano. I just want to thank you, Paul, for coming in today, sharing a little bit of your message. I know that we'll have you in here again, and I just want to turn it over to you for a minute here. And any last thoughts?
Yeah, no, first I just want to say thank you. Just so pumped for you, and just want to say thanks so much for getting behind the Lounge of Life GoFundMe. Man, I'm excited for what God's going to do in this city.
It's fun.
It's been stirring in my heart for a while, and just really honored that you're partnered with this thing. And thanks, man, so much. Appreciate it.
The destination is the journey. I heard that the other day, and I thought that was pretty powerful. We got to enjoy the moments that we have like this, where we get to speak truth and share the mission that we have and what we've invested so much of our time into. And I really feel like this journey that we've been on is the destination. Maybe I said that backwards, but the journey is the destination. So it's really important, and I think that a lot of people will feel the same way about this issue. And I know that they'll jump on the GoFundMe campaign and support it, just like I have.
Totally, man.
Awesome, bro.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. So we're going to introduce a guest. We have a call-in guest today, someone that I feel is a really important person in the community, has been, pastoring a church for quite a while and is now moving into a different phase of her ministry career. Her name is Krista Proctor, and it's part of a series that I want to do for the rest of the month. I'm going to be interviewing women entrepreneurs, leaders, and business owners in the community, and even outside the community. I have a couple guests from Australia. But I'm going to be interviewing women for the rest of the month that I really feel need to and deserve the credit and exposure for what their missions are and what they want to do. So I don't know if we have Krista on the line, but Krista?
Hi, Adrian. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very good. How about you? I'm having fun.
Good. It's a great show. I love it.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm on the radio. It's unbelievable.
Congratulations. It's
Thanks.
Great. I'm excited to be a regular listener and watch your success and how it builds the community.
Definitely. God is good. So I didn't really have too many questions. I think I sent you over a few questions earlier today, just kind of the topic of the show, which I didn't even mention. I've been so excited. I have so many thoughts going through my brain, but what got you to where you are today? You don't have to specifically tell me everything that got you to where you are today, but really the principle behind it is somebody believed in us and helped us get to where we are today and guided us along our journey, whether that's God, whether that's a mentor, whether that's a friend or a significant other. So that's really kind of the premise for this first show is I have a lot of people that helped me get to where I am today. And so I just like maybe you can share a little bit of your journey and what's gotten you to where you are and what you're doing in the future.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, my husband and I, we've been senior pastors of Impact Church in Roseville for 18 years, and the church is actually over 74 years old.
Wow.
And so this Sunday, coincidentally, I know this interview wasn't even planned before today, was it?
Nope.
Coincidentally, we are our last service as fulfilling that role, that specific assignment, is this Sunday. And so let's see, a little over 10 years ago, we founded what's called City Pastors Fellowship, and it's a wonderful organization here in Sacramento, just connecting senior pastors and their spouses. And so our luncheon for that happens to be tomorrow, and
nice.
We'll have over 250 pastors and spouses from just the greater Sacramento area there. Different church hosts it, so it's 4 times a year. Tomorrow it's going to happen to be hosted at Bridgeway Church. We've got just amazing, generous churches in the community, and so it's free to senior pastors. But beyond that, so that's going to be more of our full-time effort, moving forward. But beyond that, I actually am a real estate agent, and so about just over 4 years ago, that's more the business hat that I wear. And so I have a real estate. I kind of have built a team of vendors that, we kind of work together, partner together to serve our clients and move them along in the process and just get people moving forward. in their life. And I would say my number one, I think there's always many factors, like you said, for success. But I early on teamed up with somebody who was a veteran in the industry, and I just put myself as an apprentice with him. His name's Brent Gove. He's a wonderful Christian man.
I've heard of him.
He's a great businessman and well known in the industry, not just here in the area, but actually all over the United States. So I was honored to just be able to be a part of his team from the inception. And I remember people who started in real estate at the same time I did, they said, why are you partnering with somebody? You know, you're going to split your commission. You're going to not maybe earn as much on each transaction. And I said, you know, I'd rather succeed and get a portion of something than 100% of nothing. And so some of those same people, maybe they did very little business their first year, but with his coaching and mentorship, I was able to just, you know, do what it would maybe take those other people 2 to 3 years to have the same sort of progress.
I think that's really smart.
I have to credit him and his leadership and mentorship, and I just think you find that, like you said, you got to find the right person to kind of align yourself with, and then you go where they go.
Absolutely. My stepmom does real estate as well, has for quite a while now, but one of the things she did the exact same thing that you did, really got on a team. And the funny thing is I'm a firm believer, I think you made a smart decision. I'm a firm believer that if you were to go out and do it on your own and make $50,000 your first year and you keep all your commissions, that's great. But if you can go out there and kill it and do $250,000, half of $250,000 is a whole lot better than $50,000. So I think you made a smart decision. That's a better way to think about it than thinking, I have to split. You know, sharing is caring, as I tell my kid.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think you could go much farther with someone, you know, in a collaborative environment. So absolutely. Yes, it was a good decision. I'm grateful for that partnership. So
that's great. Yeah, after opening up my office in Granite, or before opening up my office, I should say, in Granite Bay, I worked alone for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. And man, being alone and not having a team to run my ideas by and be creative with and be inspired by and hold me accountable and keep me down on ground level. And because I tend to be one of those free spirited people that shoots for the stars, and I kind of float away, and I need people to bring me back down. So, you know, that's a really important part of business, is having that collaborative team around you. So that's great.
For sure. Yes.
So how do you pay it forward in real estate? I mean, I know that's kind of a tricky question, but I'm sure you genuinely really want to help these people get their dream home, whether it's a first-time buyer or someone that's, you know, buying an investment property. What is it that you do in real estate that kind of you think that separates you from everybody else?
It's really hard because, you know, there's so many good agents out there, right? And so I think the way I pay it forward and what differentiates me, or maybe kind of two different questions, but the way I pay it forward is I always look to try and help other agents that are getting started, and I just remember how difficult it was. And so if I can help them in any way, even if we're doing a deal together, if I can just help them, like, hey, have you thought about this? Have you thought, not to where I violate the fiduciary responsibility I have to my own client, but just to help the deal go forward if I can see that they're struggling on their end of it with how to find a solution. Yeah. And so I just try and do that, and then both with other agents that aren't even part of our brokerage and then agents that are part of our brokerage. And so the other thing is with my clientele, just really honestly looking out for their best interest, of course. And if it's ever possible that I can do something to make, let's say they felt like they were done a disservice or an injustice in the deal or whatever, if I can do anything to make that right, and it wouldn't even have been my fault, you know, then I just try and go above and beyond to do that and make sure that they feel delighted. But
that's great.
The interesting thing on what differentiates me, I saw that question too, and that one's tricky. I think in my younger years, I would have tried to find, what do I do that's different? And I think now in my life, it's more about who I am as a person Because if you look at who you are as a person going into the marketplace, really there is no competition there. Somebody who would more closely align with a different agent that maybe they meet at an open house and they really resonate with each other.
Looks like we got to go to break.
For it. You got to go with them,
Absolutely.
But because people who resonate with me, I'm not concerned about losing them as a client.
Hey, Krista, absolutely. We got to go to break. I want to continue this right after the break, but we're going to go to break real quick, and then we'll be right back, and we'll finish up this convo.
I'm Adrian Boycell, and this is your Business Minute. If you were to wake up tomorrow morning and your cell phone, your tablet, and your computer had all been hacked and you weren't able to get to any of your information, what would you do? Even the people that are powerful in our country, like the President of the United States, Donald Trump, are victims of being hacked, from election rigging to identity theft and all sorts of things. Over 20 million hacks happen per day to websites just in the United States. There are some simple techniques and tricks that I can tell you today that'll keep those things from happening, such as using a 6-digit PIN on your phone versus a 4-digit, and setting unique passwords for every single website that you use, making sure that the passwords are long and that they're not easy to remember. If they're easy to remember, they're easy to hack. There are even bugs that can shut down the entire power grid. So how susceptible do you think your information is to being hacked? Do you fall into those 1 of 20 million per day? Protecting your information from your website, to your personal information, to your credit history, and everything that you have out there is so important. If you need help with doing that, I'm your guy. Go ahead and give me a call at Adrian Graphics, 916-905-0551. 916-905-0551. Again, 916-905-0551. I can help you out. All you got to do is give me a call at Adrian Graphics, 916-905-0551. You can also reach us on our website at adriangraphics.com. That's ADRIAN graphics.com. I'm Adrian Boycell, and this has been your Business Minute. Until next time, keep looking up.
Hi, I'm Adrian Boycell with Adrian Graphics. Believe it or not, the internet is almost as complicated as a human body. The good thing is, I know the web like your doctor knows you. And just like your doctor, I genuinely care about you and your business. For it to succeed in 2018, you must know how to harness the internet. I've been working on the internet since its first inception and at a very young age. Whether it's an app, a website, or a landing page, or even an advertising campaign, I can help you achieve the results that you truly need. At the end of the day, it's all about return on investment. And the internet is such a crowded place. In order for you to stand out, you need to have a unique and special identity. I can not only help you create your special identity, but enhance it. And I will also help you harness the power of the internet to make you money. All you got to do is pick up the phone and dial me at 877-801-1991. That's 877-801-1991. Or visit our website at adriangraphics.com. I'm passionate about our future generations, and I believe that the current model of partying is a destructive dead-end road. That's why a year ago, I dedicated my life and my time to supporting Lounge of Life. It's a nonprofit organization with a mission to help young people from falling into the destructive lifestyle of the current partying scene. College binge drinking and drug abuse is a huge epidemic, causing more than 1,800 deaths per year and 97,000 cases of abuse. I believe this is truly a problem worth fighting for. We started a fundraiser on GoFundMe to continue the progress and the efforts of our team to impact the community by providing education and what I feel is a much-needed alternative nightlife experience. So today, I'm asking all of my listeners for help. Go visit our GoFundMe campaign at gofundme.com/Lounge of Life. Make a generous donation, and I will announce all of the names of the top 25 donors. Again, that's gofundme.com/Lounge of Life. Thank you for your support.
Never go far from your money. This is Sacramento's Money 105.5.
Part of the Wall Street Business Network.
Oh, yeah. This is Adrian Boycell. We are back. I got Krista on the line, Krista Proctor. We got just about a minute to finish up our conversation, but I just want to thank you for coming on and doing this last minute with me. I'm really thankful for you helping me out here. So.
Well, I loved being on the show. I'm so happy for you. I can't wait to see what happens with your show, and I think it has a great future, long future ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And real quick, let's give a shout out to you. Where can people get in contact with you between the ministry that you're doing, your new ministry that's going to be tomorrow, and in your real estate business?
Yeah, so really, I just have people call or text me at 916-612-3733. And then you can also find me on Facebook, either under my private page, Krista Proctor, or my real estate page is Krista Proctor and Associates. So
Perfect.
I would love to hear from anybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show. Hopefully we can get you on here in studio and then in the following weeks as we do this Women Appreciation Month.
Thank you so much, Adrian. Appreciate it.
Talk to you later. All right, next we have Ronnie Deutsch, the expert in town on taxes and business, and she's actually one of my mentors, really good friend of mine, close friend of mine, and I'm really thankful to her for this show. I think we got her on the line. Ronnie, are you there?
Hi, Adrian. Congratulations on your show. I have goosebumps for you.
Awesome. You love it?
I love it. I love you, Adrian. You're an amazing man.
Trying to make you proud.
Oh, I feel so proud right now. Seriously, this is amazing to hear your voice. You sound so good, Adrian.
Couldn't have done it without your show. I'm telling you, it's just been an incredible thing. And man, it's so hard to keep talking over and over, like keep going for 10, 15 minutes straight. Now I know what you deal with every single week. This is a trip, especially being live. I'm like, I had all this stuff lined out of talking about Netscape and AOL and all this technology stuff, and I didn't get to do any of that, but I'll have to share that next week.
Well, I think, like you said, Adrian, when your radio show is live, you have a certain ebb and a certain flow, right?
Yeah.
You have thoughts that come into your mind versus pre-recording. You know, it's pretty scripted out. But regardless, you are an amazing man, Adrian. And anybody who's listening to you right now, here's what I know about you, Adrian. You're integrous, you're honest, you're loyal, and you are an amazing man. I mean, look at my website. I'm plugging it, RonnieDeutschRadio.com. You built that site, and it is something that, honestly, it yields me hundreds of compliments a month. I can't thank you enough.
Absolutely. It's one of my favorite websites I've ever done in the last 12 years. It's just incredible. I've had so much fun, and we're continuing to evolve that site, and it's only going to get better from here. So we're learning a lot about the advanced analytics that we're running on there. We're going to be making some adjustments to just improve it and give the users of the Ronnie Deutsch Radio Show and RonnieDeutschRadio.com an even better experience.
That's what people need to know about you, Adrian. Yes, your voice is amazing, and you give me goosebumps, and your heart is so beautiful, and your son and your life and who you are with God. I just want people to know that I think you're a genius, right? I refer to you on our radio show as you're the radio show boy genius.
Genius.
I just can't thank you enough for what you've done to help our radio show kick butt.
I'm so humbled. I'm humbled to be your friend. I'm humbled to have this show. I'm humbled to be on your show. It's just been such a humbling experience, and it's pretty overwhelming. I can't even begin to tell you. I'm just like, I'm on a cloud right now. This is really the coolest thing I've ever done in my whole entire life, and this is just the beginning. I figured if I fell on my face, what's the worst can happen? I can only get better from here, right? Not everything's going to be perfect, and it didn't go exactly according to plans today, but you know what? I'm here. We're rocking it. We're having fun. I got my boy in studio with me. I got one of my best friends on a call that I'm talking to, you, Ronnie, and I'm just blown away. So thank you so much.
Hey, man, remember this about life, Adrian.
Yeah.
You and all of your listeners are going to fall on their faces again and again. However, how we should look at people who fall on their faces is, how do they get up, Adrian? They get up, Adrian, and then they have vision, and they have goals, and they have faith, and the next thing you know, you have a radio show. And that's
right?
The message about you, Adrian. You are a winner in life, and you are someone that has been through it like myself. And look at you now, Adrian.
Yep. You lost it all, but you worked your butt off and got it all back. Goya, right?
Goya, baby. You get it, man. Who are you? You're a winner. You're a father. You're a man of God. And you're just an amazing radio host. And, man, this is just so cool for you.
Heck yeah. I'm so excited, Ronnie. You're awesome. I look forward to being on your show later this month and sharing some more wisdom. And I would definitely want to have you in studio here, too, to interview and talk about what you've been doing with the show and where you're going and what your goals are. So I know we're running out of time here. My show's ending, and I got a couple of little things I want to talk about. But anything else you want to say?
I just want you to remember something, Adrian.
Yeah.
God led me to you. Box
Trolls, baby.
Let's not forget that.
Box
Adrian.
Trolls, yeah.
God bless you, Adrian, and thank you so much
Love you,
for
Ronnie.
having me on your launch show.
Anytime. Right on. That is such a cool experience. I'm so glad she called in today. Thank you guys so much for listening. I got a couple last things I want to share with you. what I'm going to be doing on the show every single week is talking about the book of the week. Like I said earlier in the show, I do a lot of reading, and it's a really important part of my life and growing as an individual and growing as a businessman. And one of the more recent books that I've read just a few weeks back was called The Conversion Code by Chris Smith. It's got an incredible amount of knowledge, incredible amount of wisdom in that book. Talks about internet marketing, setting your business up to be scaled. There's just an incredible amount of stuff. And I actually messaged him on his Facebook and said, hey, what book do you recommend? And I finished it the following week. It's called Rework. So I really want to thank Chris Smith for his book and The Conversion Code. It's really awesome. And just keep it going. Let's just keep reading, keep growing, keep moving in that direction. So I'm not going to stop. We're going to have a lot more cool experts coming up this next few weeks. I have someone from Australia coming up. I have the leader of my past church, Project Church. She's going to be speaking, Chrissy Cole. And I just have a lot of fun and exciting things planned for this show. Like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about love. We're going to be talking about leadership and faith and marketing and internet marketing and growth hacking. So there's just a lot of great stuff in store, and this has just been a really fun experience, and I'm glad to be here and to be able to have this platform to share my wisdom, share all the trials and tribulations I've gone through and the successes, and just really be able to pass those along to you guys and hopefully, deliver you a fun and exciting radio experience. So thank you guys so much for listening to the show. I hope to see you guys next week. We're on the show every single Wednesday. We're going to be on 105.5 Money, and then we'll also be loading it online to our website and then loading this thing onto iTunes and Stitcher. So this thing will be streaming online as well. So if you missed part of the show and you want to go back and listen to it, you can listen to it there. So remember, Project Grow Radio Show and ProjectGrowRadio.com. If you can give us a shout out on our Facebook page, tell us what you think about the show, show us some love, like the page. It's Facebook.com/Project Grow Radio. Again, that's Facebook.com/Project Grow Radio. Like I said in the beginning, I'm a business expert, and if you need my help, I would love to help you. I'm all about business owners. I'm passionate about business owners. I want to help you guys. So all you got to do is either check out my website, adriangraphics.com, or call me up on 877-801-1991. That's 877-801-1991. I'm Adrian Boycell. This is the Project Grow Radio Show, and as always, keep looking up.